Wait for some more minutes. If you don't have Postman installed, install it right now. Yes, I think we can start the class. Someone explain JWT token. Can you say whatever you have? Yeah. Correct. Tokens. Correct. So how many types of tokens JWT has? Two types. Which are? Another one is access token. So which one we use very often? In every request, which token do we pass? Access token. What access token contains? User ID. Correct. So concept is clear. Now why do we need refresh token? Refresh token purpose? Correct. We need a refresh token. Okay. Yesterday I explained theoretically. Now I will show how we can generate tokens. Okay. How token is generated, how we should, what code we should write, where we should write, what all settings we should do. Okay, I'll explain. Now, we want JWT based authentication. Okay, JWT based auth. There are different types of auth. We are using this one because this is very popular one. Okay. Now I have to tell Django we are using JWT. Okay. To do that, yesterday we installed a package REST framework simple JWT. Correct. Now we are gonna use it. Nothing in the installed apps. You just have to add this one line. Okay. And in the same settings file, you have to mention it something like this. This is very default thing. You can just blindly copy and paste. Understand the purpose. We are telling Django that we gonna use JWT. Don't use any other method. Let's use JWT. This is the code. Can paste it. Okay. Now to set up, to fine tune the JWT, we should have a variable something like this. Inside that we can set the values. For example, access token lifetime. Yesterday, as I said, I'm gonna make it as 20 minutes. Correct. This is how we can change the timing. Refresh token lifetime. Yesterday I said let's make it 90 days. It completely depend on what project are you creating. For example, if it is a banking application, you might have seen very often you get logged out. Very often. Basically, their refresh token, access token timing will be very less, right? So the timing, it's a business decision. How much we should make it. If it is very critical application like banking application, then we have to keep it very less. If it is not at all critical, even if password is leaked, if it is okay, let's make it higher. Not an issue. Okay. So the timing depends on what your application is. So my application right now is what are we building? Google Form, right? Yeah. Google Form. So one test will be around 30-40 minutes. Okay. Or let's say 1 hour only. So I can make this refresh token timing around 30 minutes, 1 hour. Okay. No need to make it very less, every 5 minutes, every 2 minutes. It's not that critical application, right? Very simple Google Form. Okay. And refresh token we can keep it 90 days only, not an issue. So the timing is decide on what your application is. This is how we set up things. Okay. Now after this setup, we need to create 2 API endpoint. One API endpoint is give username and password. Give username and password and take access token and refresh token. Front end will give username and password, it will get access token and refresh token. One API is that. Second API is give refresh token, get access token and refresh token, or only access token. Okay. So these are 2 APIs which we are going to build right now. Before that, our system should have a user first. Before we get the tokens, first system should have a registered user. Okay. Now to create a user, we have multiple methods. One is get into admin panel. One is get inside admin panel. Second is through API only, register API. Since we did not create this yet, we did not done this yet, let's go to admin panel. Okay. Now to get inside admin panel, we need to create a super user. Okay. We need to create a super user. To create super user, this is the command. Python manage.py create super user. Okay. For example, I'll give you time. Just look at here. Python manage.py create Okay. When you do this, few details it will ask. Give whatever details you want. I have already created it. You try when you are doing. Now to get inside the admin panel, python-manage.py run server. Yeah. Go to this link. Open this link. Okay, in this you have to write /admin. That's it, just /admin. While creating the super user, you might have given the username and password. That pop-up will come. I'll show how. If I log out here, the username and password you should remember, which you give there in the command line. My username is Manav and password is also Manav. Okay, I logged in. Now just click here, the user table. Now these many users I have. To add a user, you can click this button. Enter all the details and user will be created. You can create one for teacher, one for student. Just you have to change it here, either student or teacher. This is just a basic form. You can do it. So, yeah, settle down first. Okay. Now, user is created. User creation. Now, while user creation, here username is asked. Here password is asked. Right? That you have to remember. That I can give here in this API and take the access token for that user. Okay. Now, remember the steps properly. You're gonna have to do it right now. Okay. Then, to create a API endpoint for these two, Django already has that code exists. We just have to pull it. Okay. We just have to call it. Just call this classes and write these two lines. API is created. That's it. Okay. Now API is created. This API is for this purpose. This API is for this purpose. Now we need to test this whether this is working or not. How to call this API? For that we have Postman. Okay. Just go inside Postman. Create a new request here. Create a new collection. Create a new request. Just click on this button. New request will be coming. Give whatever name you want. This is API endpoint. Okay. This will be constant because our code right now is in the localhost in our system, right? So this is called base URL. That will be fixed if it is in the local. If it is deployed somewhere, then we will write the IP address there or the domain name. Then that will come later. Now what is REST? API/token. Where did that name came from? That we have defined here. See, API/token. This should exactly match it there. Okay. Whatever we write in the URL file, this should exactly match it here. API/token. Okay. Now in the body, click on this body. Click on form data. Give the username, whatever username. Give the password, whatever the password is. If it is wrong, it will say wrong password. Okay. When you hit this API, as a response, as I said, you will get access token and refresh token. Is it done? Now, in every request, front-end framework will store this somewhere secretly. Every time when you make a request, this will be passed. Okay, this is the purpose. This is how we create access token and refresh token. Very simple. Django has it everything. We just have to know what to call, what to connect. Okay. Now this is done. This is API is to create a token. Now I want this. I give refresh token. I want new access token. I want this. Okay. For that, this is the API endpoint. Base URL is same. Next, this should exactly match as it is. API/token/refresh. API/token/refresh. You can give any name, doesn't matter. Just that it should match here and there. Now, in this, you just have to pass refresh token. You have to pass refresh token. You get access token. So where is that refresh token? It's here. Just copy it. Copy. Paste it in the value. Paste it. Send. Okay. You get access token. Okay. Now there is a issue here. Let's say this refresh token is someone stole your refresh token. It got leaked. Resume, it got leaked. Okay. Then forever, lifetime, they could use this refresh token to get the access token. Your complete access is gone. Right. To make it even more secure, we have a method. In the settings only, we have to mention that once one refresh token is used, just blacklist it. Okay. You have to do this. Blacklist after rotation. Rotation means once used, you can't use it anymore. Once you use it, it's done. Its validity is done. Okay. It's like having one bullet in the gun. Understood? Now if you call this, you get two things. Why? Because this is expired. You need new. That's why you have this. Is it difficult? If I call this API again, what will I get? Yeah? Refresh token? Sir, okay, see, listen. I used it once. Refresh token, I used once. I got access token, refresh token. Same refresh token I am calling again. What will I get?
If we didn't use, then we get the same one.
No, it is used already.
So it will not get anything.
What will I get? Any idea?
Nothing.
Nothing means error.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Token is blacklisted. You can't use it anymore. If you want new, log in again. Or whatever the latest refresh token I given, right? You have to copy that and paste it here. Copy paste, copy paste, copy paste. Once used, it is done. That is the setting you made in your settings.py file. So it's completely depend on how you want. This is the better method. Never keep the refresh token alive always. Rotate and blacklist every time. Okay? Just make it true. Yeah, you guys do till here. So what's the first step? Creating the super user, get inside the admin panel, user creation. One more thing, that user table you might not see, you need to have in the admin panel. This admin.py, you just have to add this one line, okay? Just add this one line. So that it will see, or else you can't see. I'll push this code, you can check if you want. For copy pasting the code, you can refer my repository. Any doubts? Call me. Any confusion? Do you have my repo? I sent in the WhatsApp. When is that? Kerala. So you guys are not in touch? I mean, you guys only talk when you come to class? Correct, right? You were sitting beside me. Password is too small. Give different password. Not previous. Just remember that password, okay? Don't forget. What? This one will be because it will be a small password, right? Oh, that's what it is. Right, it's okay. No problem. Now it is created. Now go to admin panel. User coming. User table is coming. Create two user, okay? One student, one teacher. What subject? What subject you have? Mobile For mobile development is Kotlin. You Java you are writing codes. What syllabus? I mean, we can create, but it's not preferred. Yeah. Python we can't. Flutter is the React Native is there. Kotlin is there. Swift is Method, yeah.
Syllabus we can't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. What happened?
I tried to create
Give any random names. Same password only if you don't want to remember multiple things. It's up to you. Now you are creating new users. Hey, one second, one second. While creating two users, don't click on this, okay? Don't click on this. Don't touch this. Don't touch this. Don't click on this. No need to touch last login also. Give password. Give username. Give first name, last name, email address. Don't touch this. Active, let it be. Date joined, by default it's there. Role, create one for student, one for teacher. Okay? Don't do anything else. Inside is username. Student password. Username should be unique. So, command like username ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ನೀಗೆ ಓಕೆ ಇಪ್ಪು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಡಮ್ಮಿ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಎದ್ದು என்ன பேர் வேணா கொடுக்கலாம் என்ன வேணா கொடுக்கலாம்
about creating user ID.
Create user ID.
Means registration for that. I opened that site and I write the link in my web.
Now enter the username and password. Command line. That one. Create user ID. That you did.
Yes.
Command line.
Yes.
There you might have entered username and password. That you should enter. The command line. You should write that command. When I start flying, create super user. So repeat again. That username password you should remember and write it there.
Sir, what were the requirements are this?
Push it once again. It's updated. Just click install minus R and password is okay. Yeah. User table access to the table. Open this user. Test user table is there. Under schemas. Same issue for you. Again create the same name. Then run the two comments. Let's see what happens. that by the manage.py make migrations? Negative. Right. Do you have auth user model in settings? Open settings.com. Now, if you can create a list, create. Here only you can create. Make this one. Yeah, is it done? What? Some random rubbish code you might have written.
Command prompt.
There is a static where you are. Why are you touching unnecessary things? Creating it. Clone my repository. Created. Semicolon.
काम करो
What's this terminal?
Yeah.
Why terminal? Use BJP, no?
So how to get my username? What's the username?
Username it will be postless only. Postless.
Password is posted.
Whatever you given there.
But saying that
Now what you want to do? You want to create database.
yeah.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Open BJP.
No, I don't know this database. I wanna run server. That's without database.
Database desktop does not exist. That's what I'm saying. Create database. Database doesn't exist. What we should do? Create database.
No, database is not.
How to create a database?
Yeah.
How to create database? Say. Huh? Go to PGRP. Right click, create database. Create a database. Is it connected to the If you guys are this slow, I have to extend the class till 9. Oh, just 10 minutes job. It's been 1 hour.
No problem, sir.
No issues.
So we have to give that last login date and this thing.
No. Enter all those things. You just enter password details. Enter password. Don't touch anything else. Username, first name, last name, email address. Don't touch anything else. One for student, one for teacher.
Username we have to give.
Any. I gave student dummy one something else. ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಯಾ ಬಟ್ ಏನು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗೇ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ನೋಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅನಿಸ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇದೆ ಲೇಔಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಕಲರು ಮೇ ಬಿ ಐಕನ್ಸ್ ಒಂಥರ ಯಾವುದು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಂತ ಗೂಗಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೇಸ್ಬುಕ್ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಅದು ಫೀಲ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅದು 90s ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಆ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದು 90s ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದು 90s ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಯಾವಾಗ 2026 ಹಿಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಡಿಸೈನ್ ನಾನು ನಿನ್ನ ತಪ್ಪು ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಬಟ್ ನೀನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅರ್ಥ ನೀನು ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿಲ್ಲ ಆ ಸುವಾಸಿಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಇದನ್ನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳು ಕಾರ್ಡು ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಮಾಡಿ ನೀನು ಯಾಕೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿಲ್ಲ ಅದು ಇದು ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೆ ತಾನೆ ಯಾವುದು ವಯರ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ ಅದೇ ದೊಡ್ಡ ವಿಷಯ ಬಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಓಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ತುಂಬ ಹಳೇದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು ಆದರೂ ನೀನು ಆರ್ಟಿಸ್ಟ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡೋ ಮಾಡೋದು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರೇ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್. ನೀವು ವೈರ್ ಫ್ರೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನೇನು ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಇನ್ನೂ ಪೆಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಅದು ತುಂಬ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ನನಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮೋಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ API ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಏನೇನು ಪೇಜ್ ಬರಬೇಕು, ಏನೇನು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಟೈಮ್ ಸ್ಪೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಕೂತ್ಬೇಡ, ನಾನು ನಿಜ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಯಾರು ಆಗಲ್ಲ. ನೀನು ಮಾಡಬೇಡ, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೀವು ಟೈಮ್ ವೇಸ್ಟ್. ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ
ये क्या हुआ?
One is this,
So you have to give email address.
one this. This to test input. Next we have to create two user. Test these two. API. Go to Postman, all that API. Give the username which you created.
इधर बता भाई
Check my Like that. Those 8,000 that will be fixed. After that, this name should exactly match. This one, API slash to API slash to. Once again, guys, look at here. If you are getting some error, doesn't exist, just comment out this line, okay? Most of them are getting this. Just comment this line number 26. You also do that, it will go. Username, password. Username. This is done. Second one, refresh the access token.
Yes, sir.
Now open pgadmin and check you created 3 user, right? That 3 user you should be able to see.
One super admin, one student, and one keyboard.
Correct. That 3 user should be able to see in the user table. Tables. Tables. One second. Test that user. Click on this. Click on this. correct. That's how it is.
I can go and take a look.
No, I have something else to explain.
Refresh वाला है।
Guys, listen here. One concept I will explain. How many guys know what is hashing is? Hashing. Yeah? Yeah? To encrypt the data. Okay. Any other answer? Listen here, listen here, listen here. Just 5 minutes. Hashing. Any idea? No idea. Okay, fine. So hashing is a concept. Listen here. Listen here. Okay. Hashing is a concept. It's like it will take one input. Take one input. Okay. And it will generate some formula, some computation happens inside that code. It will take one input and it will generate one fixed length string. Any doubts there? Yeah. It will take one input, whether it may be one character, whether it may be 2 characters, whether it may be 100 characters, doesn't matter. Whether it may be number, string, character, anything. Okay. It will always create fixed number of output. For example, if it is 128 bit, 128 characters means even if you give 1 A, it will give produce 128 length string. Okay, even if it is 100,000, doesn't matter, it will always create this length. Okay, and this string will be always unique. If you give A 100 times, it will produce same output. Even if you slightly change one character, this will completely change. Nobody can do reverse engineering. If you get this, you can't go back and say this is came from A. You can't do that. Okay. Listen, even if you give A, what this length is fixed. Okay, based on the algorithm which we use, this length is fixed. If you give A, 128 length string will be generated, and you can't go back and say this came from A. You can't do that. Hashing is one-sided function. It will take and it will generate. Even if it is one character changes here in the input, completely output will be changed. Okay, I'll show one live example. Okay, listen here. I'm using SHA-256. This is one of the famous algorithm. Yeah, guys. Okay, this is one of the famous algorithm. I just wrote here. This length of string is fixed. Okay. Even if I give 1000 things, the length will be fixed. Even if I come tomorrow and if I give A, this will be the output. Again, if I type A, this will be same. For one input, output will be same. Okay. Even if you give 1000 things, this output length will be fixed. Remember, the length will be fixed. But if you change one character also, it will keep on changing like this. And if I give you this and say what is the input of this, you can't trace it back. That's how this algorithm works. The best example, the main application of this is the password. Okay, we never store password in the system in the plain text. Okay, if you see the admin panel, this is how the password is stored. I gave just Manaf. This is how it generated. Okay, in this 4 components are there. One is algorithm, one is iteration. That number you see there, right? 12 lakhs. That is the iteration. That many times it will be run in the loop. And third one is salt. Okay. Next is hash. 4 things. This might be an interview question for you guys. Okay. Here Django by default uses this algorithm. Like how I shown there SHA-256. It uses ppkdf2 underscore SHA-250. It is one of the variation of that. And iteration is 12 lakh iteration. That many times it will be looped through that algorithm. Then we have salt. Okay. Salt is like, if my password is MANAF, this is my input, this is my password I am giving. Salt is randomly generated string. It will add a string here, for example ABC. Okay. This will go inside the algorithm, not just the password. This random string is generated by Django only. This entire thing will go inside the algorithm. Based on the iteration, here I am using 1.2 million. This many times the algorithm runs. Okay, and hash is created. Okay, now I come back tomorrow and log in. If I give Mana, this ABC, this salt will be stored in the database, so it will take ABC. Again the same algorithm runs for that this many times and hash will be produced. Okay, now internally it won't check whether this is matching with this, not like that. Password what the user gives, salt, algorithm it will run that many times, one hash will be generated. If these two are true, I mean matching, then password is correct. If it is not matching, if one character is also differs, then this won't match. Okay. For example, if I am missing an F here, hash completely changes. Okay. It won't match. It will say incorrect password. That's how the password is stored. It never stores like this internally. We should not store also. We should not store in that way. So this is how the password storage happens. Hashing technique we use. Hashing technique I said, for one input fixed length of output, and for one input the output is always same. Always same. Okay. This concept you should know it. That's why I explained. Okay. You can continue with your work. Backward function is not working. That's how it is designed only. Hashing means only one side. You give, it will generate. When you create a user, you give the password Mana. According to all that Mana, one hash will be generated. You come after 10 days, you get Mana only. Same it will produce from matching. Input is same, hash is same. I'll show you.
So the sort will be saved in
database. In database.
That is the main thing.
If salt is not stored, since I said it's randomly generated, every time it might change, vary, right? So for this password, this will be the salt. It will be stored in the
So
database.
suppose if my password, his password is same, the writing same,
Correct.
but the storage is same also. So that is the
If, for example, if your password and your password is same,
the hashing is same.
one second. If salt concept is not there, then both people hash will be same.
Okay.
Since input is same,
Okay.
that's why we have hash the salt concept here. For your salt will be different, your salt will be different. See here. See. This is the algorithm. That is my input. This is my output. I go to different browser. Again, if I give SHA-256 and give the same input, I'll get this output only. So that's how matching happens. Understood?
So we can create our custom algorithm.
We can create. This concept is used in blockchain technology.
How many days classes are there?
I mean, from last 2-3 days, it's going slow. My expectation is like to cover so many things.
11 days or 11.
Whatever I'm explaining today, that should have covered 2 days before only. So we are 2 days behind. 15 more classes, 15 to 17 more classes.
Just 2 weeks.
Not, I mean, including Saturday and
Without Saturday.
without Saturday and Sunday.
15 days.
Around 15 days.
3 weeks.
Yeah, is it done? Token generation. Then is it done? You? Call. Is it done? ಹಂಗೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ 0.1 local oxygen. Can you give any of them? Make it faster. So what method is this? When we are giving something to the bacteria, what method should we use?
Come back.
Settings not right. कितने सेटिंग है? साथ ही है? ये पे ग्रेड है।
बाकीचं नाही बाकीचं जे फर्स्ट इयर सेकंड इयर पडतात
After that we have to come on this side.
Refresh the page. Okay. Can I verify? This getting created, I have to take one email, one response, and then click on this. Create another. So everything is working. Then great. Now just create. Keep everything separate. Okay. Guys, listen here. So how many people done? Raise your hands. Okay, few people done. Okay, for those who completed, for them, rest of them you can work. Okay. So guys, now as of now we have created only one table, user table, right? Even in that we have inheriting this abstract user. Inside abstract user, all the fields are there, exist, first name, last name. You might have seen in the Django admin panel. We did not give those fields here. We just gave role only. Rest of the things comes from the parent. Okay. So user table is done. Now we need few more tables to create this system. We need test. We need test table. These many fields we can give. Title, created by. When I say created by, it should be connected with the user who created it. So it will be having the foreign key relation. When I say foreign key relation, one user can create multiple tests. Okay? Here, created by. So under test, we should have a field who created it. Listen. Under test, we should have a field who created it. So that details will be having in this table, right? So we need some connection there. So to connect to different table, now we have to decide whether it should be one-to-one relation, foreign key relation, or many-to-many relation. When I see this, if I make it one-to-one relation, one user can create only one test. This doesn't make any sense. Okay. Another option I have is foreign key relation or one-to-many. Foreign key relation is same as one-to-many. Okay. So it makes sense. Foreign key. One user can create many tests. So I am going with foreign key relation. Rest is normal. Time limit is a positive integer field. In SQL we have given like integer, varchar. Here we are giving in this way. Internally ORM will be converting that to SQL and table creation happens. Then we have is published boolean field created at time. Okay. This is test table. Next we have a question table. Test should have a question, right? Test, each question should be connected with the test table. How we can connect? One-to-one doesn't make any sense. One test will be having multiple questions, right? So one test, this will be again a foreign key relation. Rest whether it is text or text, the question body, question type, whether it is a MCQ or text, marks for that question. For that we have different fields. Same goes with option. It will be connected through foreign key to question. Submission. Each student will be submitting his test. Correct. So submission table should have both relation. Student and test. Student submitted which test. Okay. Then we have response. Student will be entering the details, answers that we should map with that submission. Okay. Student will be submitting one test. In that test many questions will be there. For which question what option is chosen or what is the text answer. Where if it is MCQ this will be filled. If it is the text based this will be filled. And what is the marks awarded. These many tables is more than enough for our system. Okay. Now I will push this code. What you guys can do is you can run the command python manage.py make migration and migrate. So table will be created. You can check the tables in PG admin. Okay. Then you can go to admin.py. Here you can register the table names, test table, and what else? Option table, question table, submission table, similarly. So that you can see those tables in your admin panel. Confusing. Do it. You will make some mistake. Learn from that. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Now, as of now, we have only one table, user table. This is done. Everyone knows what is user table is. User has different type of role. One is student, one is teacher. Okay. Now, to create a system, we need multiple tables. Right. What are the table? Test table we need, question table, option table, submission table, response table. Student enters the answer that we need to store somewhere, right? That's why response table. Each table should be connected. If you want to connect test table with the user table, I am giving that I have three options only: one to one, one to many, or many to many. Right? If I make it one to many, one teacher can create only one test. Doesn't make any sense. So I'll go with one to many, which is same as foreign key relation here. Foreign key. Okay. So when I do this, one user can create multiple tests. In that test table, many other fields are there. Very straightforward. And question table is connected with test table. Okay. Question is connected with test. Now option is connected with question. Option is connected with question. Yeah. Now submission. Submission should be connected with both student and test. Because many people submit, we need to know which student that submission belongs to, which test student submitted. So that's why we need to connect to test table also. Okay, that's how it is. Then response, whatever student answers, that we need to store in some table.
So models dot cascade. What?
That I explained already.
What is yours?
Why you are-
Basic.
You are absent.
You are always not attending class.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, cascade means if you delete submission, response also deleted. Your parent table, so delete that, this will be deleted. Okay. If you delete question, this response will be deleted. For example, if you delete option, nothing will happen because it is set to null. Just this field will become null. This won't be deleted. Okay, I will push this code. Just pull it and try it out.
Now, sir.
Who are all done, they can do. Once you have all the tables, just do Python manage.py make migration, migrate, table will be created in Postgres. Okay. To see those tables, just register it here. Test questions, options.
अबे आई नहीं है
Here.
You have to replace that.
Directly.
I researched about it. It's a very good technique.
Where do you shift it? Where did you use
See, if you are doing 100 tasks, same thing, you can put it in the parent classroom. Just put it. I mean, time will be saved, code will be clean. In every MB, we're gonna write the same thing. Why write 100 times the same thing? Put it in one bullet. I mean, inheritance. Whenever you get error, try to read it. What does that mean? You don't you can figure it out. Yeah, I pushed everything. We can push. Everything should be working. Just name it properly. So we have around 70 areas we have. It will be in this one. Just name it properly so that when I see the name only, I should understand. This is the minimum. Yes, first we should need to create a leave. Correct. You should create a leave. See, that is one of the methods. You API you can create. Then you can go to admin panel and you can create a leave on your own. That is different model. Not now. I will say that. That is a different module. That module itself has 6-7 APIs. Okay. Ignore about it. Only leave right now. Okay. On that login ID, here password. Just that make sure that they will communicate.
ये जो है मिडिल वेट नहीं है ये है ना परफेक्ट
यहाँ बेस का कॉमन
बेसिक ये है ये फर्स्ट आपका
कॉमन
ये चीज़ क्या है I also have all the objects. मैं तो उससे ही कर रहा हूँ
To get what we should do is we should create user through code, not directly. That is the issue. Then the next one. Yes, sir. Give the for other for this one you are getting right. First user. Other two yeah. If you are done, you can leave. I mean, do you have any doubts regarding what need to be done?
That approval one and reject that two APIs are
Two separate APIs. Separate or same API?
Different. Suppose manager.
See, one method is we could have created one API and in one API we can have given the option select or reject. That is one method. Second method is create separate API. I don't know what did I do. Separate or separate. Okay, fine.
So this is separate API. Text the data of that dual entity.
You have no permission otherwise.
Yeah, we
Can you show it?
created lots of data.
You don't have authority means, what does that mean, you know?
We have to give permission.
Are you passing the authorization or access token? You are passing, right? That access token belongs to who? Manager or student? Manager. That manager, as I said, should have a permission to approve. Does that user have the permission?
We created a role permission.
Huh.
And I have created a permission
For leave approve.
leave approval, I have created a leave.
Still,
Leave approval. We have created this leave few the details. This is a leave approve as leave.
Okay.
We gave three permissions.
Okay.
Leave we are getting.
Okay.
But leave and approve we are not getting.
then
It's not like a student in security. We have to create a new permission. Here we have to create a permission.
yeah, for manager it is there.